It's Jenny Huston. We are backstage at Electric Picnic with Franz Ferdinand, particularly Alex and Paul. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Rested, I'm told, after a nice summer break. Since how long?
Well, we've been back in Glasgow for a couple of weeks. I've been doing some festivals around Europe and stuff.
Any home cooking?
I have tried, but not very successfully.
I was thinking mounds.
Losing
mounds not minding you anymore. You know, you don't go back for the sort of Sunday roast or bacon and cabbage kind of thing or anything.
No, none of that.
None of that. Okay.
My mum bust a leg, so I've been cooking for her.
Aww.
I was the other day anyway.
Okay.
Aye.
Well, it's great to have you here, and more importantly, it's great to know that there's brand new material, because I got my specially named watermarked copy of Lucid Dreams during the week. It's disco-tastic.
They give me. I'm amazed that they're giving you a watermarked version.
Oh, it's watermarked, and there's a skull symbol on the outside. If you break this, you're held responsible. If anything's happened, you're held responsible. And then it says your name, Jenny Huston 2FM.
Oh my God.
Like, so
that's crazy, because we've been giving it away for free off the website. So,
really?
Yeah. You could just rip it really easily.
I think it's just meant to make us DJs want it more.
Right.
Okay. You know, cater to our ego, make us feel special. It's nice to see your name on a CD, since I'll never record.
Yeah, right. I quite fancy a copy of that, actually. It sounds quite cool.
I think the skull and crossbones is a nice touch.
Oh, it's like the home taping is killing music again, isn't it? It's a second Cold War as well. We're all returning back to that age.
You don't mind the old downloads, though. I mean, you've got it's download on the website, is it?
It's not. No, it's you can stream it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like we've got a little record player, like you can actually stick the needle on and you hear it as if you're playing a record player through the internet.
Fancy. So that's not MySpace?
No, it's on our website.
Okay, cool. And I mean, you guys have always paid a huge amount of attention to the artwork, to the videos, all the extra additional stuff. I mean, was it the last time I was talking to you, you had a huge almanac or something, some sort of a huge book that you were putting out that a friend was working on?
Oh, that's not Mick Cook's history of Glasgow music, is it? Is it that thing we were talking about?
It could be. I thought it was more like a Franz Ferdinand sort of calendar and art and loads of things.
Oh no,
like
that's Nick's sister. She did this kind of like annual sort of thing. That was really cool.
2007 annual.
Okay.
Which is years old now, because annuals came out the year before, don't they?
So it's really 2006, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long ago?
September 2006.
Yeah.
My God. Okay, but so back to 2009, which is when I'm told the new album comes out. Is that a title? Or is it still the question mark?
We don't really have a title yet. Have you thought of one yet, Paul?
No.
Any pressure from anybody?
Not really. We'd rather just finish it. Then the title will just come in a dream, probably.
So is Lucid Dreams just a teaser then? It's not sort of this is the first track from our finished album at all?
No, I don't even know if it's going to be on the record. Like, we haven't decided on the running order yet, and there's about 15 songs that we're choosing from, and that's one of the 15. I think it'll probably be about 10, maybe 11 songs on the record, but I quite like that one, but I don't know. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah. Like we were saying before, it's probably the most familiar song that we recorded as us. So.
Yeah. It sounds more like the old sort of records, I'd say.
What does new Franz sound like?
Oh, I'm really bad at that.
Are you?
I know it is.
I'm going to torture you.
It's really easy to play music, but to talk about it, it's very hard.
Everybody's reaction is different, so I wouldn't want to speak for everybody.
So you're literally then still messing about and playing and having fun in the studio, and nothing's final.
I think we finished recording everything. There's one song we're going to fiddle about with a little bit. There's a couple of changes we want to make to it. But yeah, it's pretty much done, pretty much mixed. I think it's all mixed. There was maybe No What You Came For got mixed again, didn't it? And it's
bits and pieces. I mean, we could just say, the end of that song doesn't mean anything to them, does it? Until we hear it. But yeah, wait till it comes out.
But you're getting there.
Getting there, yeah.
Okay.
With this final furlong.
I mean, the success of the first two albums, does that mean now that really, I mean, you've always had it seems like you've had a good relationship with Domino, but can you kind of just, there's no pressure for them, can you take your time and say, we're ready now, or are they kind of going, come on, we want springtime?
No, Domino have always been pretty cool, I mean, they're not like telling us that their shares are going to drop in value if we don't get it out by a certain date or anything like that. They're like a proper indie label. They're sort of well in there with you and quite supportive.
So you'll have proper vinyl that works.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that Domino are brilliant for.
Yeah.
Like they do really, like if you have wild ideas for artwork, they'll really support you with that. And whenever they stick out records, it is actually a record that gets out as well, like proper 180 gram vinyl and all that sort of thing.
None of those cheap pressings with the scratchy edges.
Although I quite like the cheap records. I always feel that the real records in my record collections are the thin, crappy ones. You know, the ones that are really bendy. It's only from the 90s onward that you start getting that 180 gram vinyl.
You buy like used vinyl, you go to other countries. I went to Brazil and bought loads of vinyl, and it's just so flimsy, and it's just like covered in white dust, which was either cocaine or gunpowder. I wasn't sure which. I'm not a fan of the 180 gram vinyl. I put it on my turntable, and the turntable starts creaking under the weight of it as well. And if you're listening to something that's fairly quiet, like a lot of Domino stuff is like, you know, like a lot of Fence Collective stuff, it just like goes all the way through it.
Solid 60 gram vinyl.
Yeah.
And are you really into the sort of the paraphernalia? I've got all the stuff from the 70s, the little foam cleaners with the little drops you can stick on the foam so that you slow it down and circle it around. You know, I think there's a bit of ritual involved.
Yeah, I know. I love all that. I love 7 inches as well. Like that. That's my real love. Like just the idea, like this container has one song on it, and that's it. That's your song, and you can listen to that right now.
It's one of the things you forget about. I mean, we're young, obviously, but that thing of like teenagers, when you talk about B-sides and, you know, shows, as DJs used to do B-side shows or rarities, they don't know what you're talking about.
I know. It's weird because we were talking to Lawrence about that. He says, "Oh, which songs are you going to use for B-sides?" And it's like, what is a B-side?
You mean track 2?
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I just think that maybe, you know, for one of your annuals, you could do a discussion on, you know, is it track 2 or is it B?
Track 2 or track, what, inside B?
Yeah, A and B, like the B-side. Is it just track 2?
I always loved.
Are we clinging to something that's gone, like the Polaroid?
Cool. Yeah, but I used to love the Buzzcock singles. Used to have side 1 and side A. So like, so the idea was that they were both.
Yeah.
You know,
or when bands don't like it, you know, like sometimes your record label pushes you to go, no, that's the B, and it's like, no, and it's A.
Yeah, that's right.
We love them both equally. They're just
We
different.
did AA once.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Which
But
one was
the
that?
last
Matt?
record? And it was the Fallen, and the AA was Lindsay Wells, which we recorded on tour, and it was kind of like the song that was written after the album that should have been on the album.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, Paul, because with Correcto, who you're playing with, the song Joni, my friend's little girl is Joni, so that's kind of the first most influential song in her life.
Oh wow, that's really
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah.
So
great tune as well. I love that.
Yeah. Brilliant, Pop. So what about tonight? Back to Electric Picnic and the fact that we haven't seen you in ages, and you're back in action. Is it? You gonna give some of the new stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Like I think probably play about 4 or 5 new songs tonight. I think people want to hear a few songs that they're familiar with or whatever, but also was it 2 years since we last played in Ireland?
See, that's the thing, is that people kind of go, where have they been? I'm like, but they've got new stuff, so people are itching to hear it.
Yeah, so I reckon people are going to be curious, so definitely play some of the new shit. And also it's kind of nice because we've been playing these songs out live, a lot of them have been on YouTube and that sort of thing, so you kind of see folk down the front at gigs, like, and they're singing along and they know the words.
With their recording.
And they're recording it for the next generation or the next gig. And I'm kind of looking at them, how do you know the words? I don't know the words yet, you know.
You're still in cue sheets, you've got the laptop in front of you like Michael Stipe, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, well, they did rehearsal. They did a series of rehearsal gigs in Dublin, and literally they were brand new, and they weren't sure which ones were going to be in the album, so they thought they'd road test them in front of fans, and did it for 5 nights in Olympia, and he had his laptop out and sheets, and they'd go through the songbook and everything.
You should do an old school. Have a prompt.
Yeah.
A little prompt.
Auto cue.
Brian Wilson's got that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He sits with his little piano and he's got a screen with all the words.
It's like an IT consultant who sat there on stage, 2 screens.
None of that for you guys, though. Keeping it real, it's all in there, is it?
Yeah,
most of it falls out sometimes, but you can usually pick it back up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I know everybody's itching to get you back out there, so thank you for talking to us, and I'm genuinely really looking forward to hearing all the new stuff. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, whenever you're ready.
January, February, March, April, May. Who's that?
That's the song, isn't it?
Wycliffe Jean.
Oh, is it?
Go until November.
Oh.
Good lyric.
Okay, well, there you go. I didn't know I had it in me. Thanks for bringing it out.
Right,
Cheers,
right,
guys.
cheers, thank you.